did not anticipate the rain today, so I'm going to be doing the old thumb wipe a little bit. I'm usually like super organised. I got all my rolls, got this and got that. Just had a lot going on the last 2 days, so literally throwing my bike in the trailer at 5 this morning. And I looked at my goggle bag and went, it's going to be sunny all day. I just had heaps of goggles. Anyway, 32 and still doing this shit.
What's kind of on the agenda for today? We're out at Willowbank, practice day. We're 2 weeks out of 130. Run us through the day.
Yeah, so we're at Willowbank. It's my first time here in like over a year. Jason and I just wanted to come and ride somewhere different. Like we've got a lot of tracks to ride, but not a lot of them that are super high paced. So we come to Willowbank. I've got a bit of testing to do today, just something small. So Moo, my suspension guy, he'll pop out here later and we'll do a couple of things together and see if we can just find that, you know, another 1%. We might not, but we're always willing to try. It's been fun suspension testing this year. I never thought I'd say that because previous years it just wears me out, honestly. But like I said, it was like our second setting that we did on my bike and I'm just so pumped with it. And I don't really, if Moo said that's the last setting you're getting for this year, I'd be like, sweet, I'm happy as. So now everything that we do is just kind of for fun, you know what I mean? Like we'll try something and if it works, cool. If it doesn't, cool. It's just, you know, we get to play where like previous years, like if you're not happy and you're searching and you're searching and you're searching, you're just like stressing out that the race is coming on the weekend or man, I just know I'm nowhere near where I need to be with my bike. It kind of plays on you, but it's different this year. I just get to, you know, try things just to see what happens.
Has he got you working, mate?
Yeah, big team effort this one. At least it's not 40 degrees and sweating balls all day. Like I said, this is kind of fun now. Getting to tinker. Me and Moo must have spent a good part of 50 to 60 days together last year doing some testing. So, learned a lot, pretty interesting.
So, since we last talked, pre-season has kicked off. First impressions on the new 23 bike, what do you think?
Yeah, so I got the 23 just before Christmas, a few days before, and I just rode a bog stock for a couple of weeks just because it was hard to get parts over Christmas and everyone's kind of doing their thing. Like, I mean, I didn't even, nothing, just as it was. So, really impressed. I could tell like the chassis was going to suit me, even though like the forks were a bit soft for me initially. I could tell it was going to be awesome. And the rear end, as it was, like stock shock, stock settings, stock clicker settings, everything was like so close to how I wanted it. It was, I knew it was going to be easy. So yeah, got Christmas out of the way and then pretty much just threw some springs in the front and literally have done like 2 different settings on the fork and the shock, and that's where I'm at. So it's been super easy to make this bike awesome. And then the rest of it's bone stock anyway. You look at my levers and things like that, foot pegs, whatever, wheels, everything's stock. Just got Dunlops on there, got some ODI grips, and then yeah, obviously done some work on the suspension. But apart from that, man, the bike's awesome, and it's been super easy to build this thing into like a machine that can win.
And speaking of winning, had a pretty good first few pre-season races. Run us through them, Mountain Man and Coolum Sunny States.
Yeah, so Mountain Man was first, and yeah, dude, I got so sick the night of the race. My kids had it, my wife had it, and Renee couldn't even come to the race because she was sick, and then I had it, so it was like a bug or gastro or whatever it was. So I was feeling like a bit shitty at the race, like I wasn't even gonna ride. I was gonna go home, and then I thought I'll just go out to the track and give back my transponder, and then I was there and I thought I'll just gear up and do practice. And anyway, long story short, it turned into an awesome day. I did practice in all the races, and I won the races. Was feeling average in between, but I felt okay on the bike. Yeah, I was on a Coca-Cola diet for the whole day. I drank like 5 Cokes. That's the only thing I could really stomach. But yeah, no, it went good. Bike felt awesome there. And then did Coolum last weekend. Completely different track, obviously. Like Toowoomba's pretty smooth, just a few ruts, really hard packed. Coolum's like as nasty as it gets and soft. And the bike worked good there as well. It didn't get any of the whole shots, but was able to ride to the front and ride pretty smooth and win the races. So yeah, so we did 6 races, got 6 wins for the pre-season, which is ideal. It's really good. Like compared to where I was this time last year, I'm like light years ahead. So still going to keep chipping away. Like I still think I can get better. Obviously, we're going to get fitter as the season goes on as well. But body's in a good spot. The bike's in a good spot. And yeah, we're just going to keep chipping away with the little things that I can control.
And moved to the sunny coast for training and riding and all that. Run us through that a little bit. Who you got with you and how's that going?
Yeah, so moved to sunny coast. Did that last November. Just girls are starting school, bit of a sea change for us, you know, for Renee and I. But it's been really good. I've teamed up with Jace Gosford as my training buddy, and we do every day riding together, and then every other day that we're not riding, Jace comes to my place and we kick off our training at 5 in the morning, and then it just turns into a huge morning. Like the pre-season boot camp that I put myself through, and the program that I developed with Guy Andrews over the years is pretty brutal. It just keeps going and going and going and going and going. But I feel like my body's getting to a point now where it's things are starting to get a bit easier. Like always, no matter how fit you are, you want to get to the next level like every single year. So like January, February is just always super, super tough. But I kind of like it. If you hang around me, you'd just see it's just work, eat, sleep, repeat. But when you get to the end of those couple of months, you start to be like, oh, sweet, that was a good session, that was fun. I've got energy now to laugh in the afternoon. But it's been really good having Jace as a training buddy. It's kind of first time for me doing it really with someone, the bike riding, because I did a lot of my other pre-seasons with Guy Andrews and stayed with him, and that was awesome. But yeah, first time I've had someone to ride with consistently every single day, and Jace goes super fast at the practice track as well. So he's, we're exchanging fastest laps at, every session. So that's been really cool. And I've got a young fella, Fred Taylor, it's in junior lights, that also joins in every second week or so. So good little crew, it's really small, and it's nice because it's easy to move around just with a small group. I feel like if I was a part of a big group, it'd feel like it would weigh me down. But I keep it small and simple. 3 of us can get in my car and we can all go to the gym together, and we can, all go to the coffee shop together, you know what I mean? So yeah, Sunny Coast has been awesome so far. The only thing is it's a bit of a drive to the practice track, where I'm used to Kyogle, literally riding out of my garage onto my track. So there's drawbacks and benefits, but so far so good. It's been good having someone to ride with.
Coming into the Nationals physically and mentally feeling ready, feeling good to go?
Yeah, no, like I said, physically really good. I've got my body to another level again. Like I decided in start of November I wanted to ride again, and I didn't get a bike till Christmas, so it gave me 8-9 solid weeks without a bike, and that's the first time I've been able to do that in pre-season. So I was really focused on my strength. I was in the gym a lot more than I ever have any other year, and I got my strength to a new level. And then since then, picked it up a lot with my cardio. That is definitely my strength, my aerobic capacity. So that come back really quickly. And yeah, so body's good. Feeling motivated, feeling really happy with the whole setup. I feel kind of free, you know what I mean? I always did my own thing anyway with the team, but just, I'm in my early 30s and I've got relationships with a lot of people in the industry, so it made it really easy for me to pull this off. Like James Mutton from Brisbane Motorcycles was happy to help kind of with whatever, and then all of the products that you see on the bike is what I chose. So that all come together super easy. The whole Yamaha thing, and you know what, I was going to be on a Yamaha no matter what this year. That was my thing. I went through the Yamaha channel, and even when I spoke to James, I was like, it's going to be on a YZ 450, and I'm just super happy I just finally made that decision. For years I tried to ride something else and it never really sat that good with me. I rode the other bikes okay, but not like I know I can ride a Yamaha, and for whatever reason that is, I think Yamaha have a core DNA. They make new models, but it's still a Yamaha, and they go with what they believe in. And I've spent so much time of my career just in my younger days cut my teeth on a Yamaha that it still just works for me. So it just made sense. And yeah, this is what we got.
And last question really, the team dynamic being on a privateer team, infrastructure at the races and all that, how is it adjusting to that coming from big teams and all that?
Yep. So just a few more things to think about, but yourself and Brisbane Motorcycles have helped me out a lot with, my quick shade and this and that. But transport I've got covered, got someone driving it for me and everything. So it's been quite easy. I'm not stressing about having to drive 2,000k to the race and then 2,000k home and things like that. Got that covered. So transition, it's been pretty easy, but I think it's mainly because I've been around so long, and I know so many people and got good relationships with with good people in the industry that's made it easy for me.